Hey, it's Brad at Cantilevered here doing unboxing, install, and a quick review or first impression of the Trijicon MRO. As you can see here, just got a new order from LaRue, and the biggest thing that I ordered was the Trijicon MRO with the LaRue mount, but I love getting stuff from LaRue because they always send all kinds of swag. Already you saw the Dillo dust, which I love. Here we got 3 Constitutions, which whenever they send that, I always break it out and read some. And then this thing, this Battlefield or Battle something mixer, paint mixer. Got a hat from them. I already have like 3 or 4 of those. Got a new catalog. And then it made me laugh out loud. There's this other, they sent a catalog for my shooting buddy. So I'll give that to my neighbor. And what else we got? Oh, yes. Always love their bumper stickers. Immediately put it on my little Christmas tree thing with all my gear on it in my garage. And then some targets, and I'll have to look up this one MOA all day challenge. I'm assuming it's just try to get 5 groupings on that target. But anyways, the main reason for this video is the Trijicon MRO miniature rifle optic. Pretty sweet new little red dot sight that's come on the scene recently, and a lot of reviews have actually already been done on it, and torture tests, etc. So I'll try not to repeat a lot of what's been said there. Probably the biggest thing is the LaRue mount, which I haven't seen a lot of those out. As you can see here, the battery's already in there, CR 2032 battery, and that is the red dot that you get. But anyways, here's the LaRue mount, and they have 2 mounts out now, and you can get them in a combo package, or you can just get the mounts. The combo package with the MRO and the mount cost me, I think it was $510. So pretty good deal compared to a lot of the other optics that are in that same category. But here we go. Here's the install. Very simple for this mount, just 4 screws. 2 front, 2 back. The 2 back, there's 2 holes in the base of the mount to be able to access with your Allen wrench, and put a little Loctite on the screws, and you're good to go. This is what it looks like once you're done installing it. And for the weight conscious, comes out to 6.17 ounces for the mount and optic combo, which compared to what I did have on my rifle was 22 ounces. So saves 16 ounces, about a pound, by switching over the red dot, which I'd been running a variable optic for a while, and there's some benefits to it, but I had run an aim point for the longest time and finally decided to go back to just a non-magnified red dot for a variety of reasons that we'll talk about later. So once I got it all installed, had to adjust the nut on the LaRue throw lever so it would tighten down correctly on my upper receiver, and then it's good to go. Here's the finished product, all put together, installed, tight screws, etc. This is how it looks. The mount is really cool. It's really low profile, doesn't take up much, doesn't block much. Gives you a really good view. This is the view you get with the MRO. Alright, so this is me zeroing the rifle. And as you can see on the settings for the red dot, that little dot to the right, that is an off setting. And then there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 being the highest setting, 3 being barely visible in daylight. So I turned it to a 4, so it's a pretty light red dot, so that I could have that for being really precise when I'm zeroing. And then I ran it on a 5 for the rest of the time shooting, and that was plenty bright enough to see during the day. One of the awesome things about this is the elevation and windage adjustment, whatever you call them, not knobs. So they're half MOA adjustments, but you can just pick up a brass casing from the ground and adjust it. Very tactile, not difficult to turn at all, but not too loose. Very cool. Exposed, but still waterproof to 100 feet, so pretty sweet. Alright, so here I am running at the range. People had talked about on some of the reviews it being slightly magnified, which if I sat there and stared at it for a long time I could see it. It looked very similar to the Trijicon TR24 1:4 when it was completely zoomed out to 1x magnification. Probably a little bit less than that, so it's noticeable if you sat there and stared at a wall in your garage. But as soon as I got out there and started shooting on the range, it was very, very intuitive. And I shoot with both eyes open, so I just superimposed the red dot on the target, and there was zero issues, absolutely zero issues with the magnification. Didn't even notice it once I started actually shooting. Had no issues with it on the range. Again, I could see it at a setting of 5 during the daylight. Could crank it up to 6, and it's pretty bright at 6. So if it got really sunny or you're out in the desert, or at night if you're worried about washing out the red dot with a light on a white wall, you'd crank it up to 6, but it's pretty bright at night at 6. Someone else had also mentioned issues with glare. During my range session the entire day today, I didn't notice any issues with that. It was a little overcast, so it wasn't really bright and sunny. So I'll have to try it out when it's sunnier and maybe backlit and see if there's some glare on the glass that makes it difficult to see. But I didn't notice any issues today. So overall, I have a great first impression of the MRO. I'm really excited to have a non-magnified red dot on my rifle again. I really loved my aim point. I had a micro T1, but ended up selling that for some other gear. But finally came back to the non-magnified red dot, and very happy to be back. And the MRO looks like an awesome replacement, and only time will tell though whether it's as reliable or as rugged as the aim points. We'll see. Pretty awesome first day though.